Hey, Karen here, and today I want to talk to you about ways to make Christmas less stressful for you.
I love Christmas, I always will.
I'm going to start off by coming up with ways to save money so that you can make sure that you can maximize your enjoyment of the holiday. So stay tuned.
I know just what to do.
So staying within your financial budget is a huge way to stay de-stressed over Christmas. I was a perennial student and I never had much money, so I guess I started always watching my pennies every Christmas just because I had only a very small amount of pennies to watch. But I remember hearing once from someone that I worked with, she was an accountant, of course, and she said, what's the point of having Christmas if you can't afford it? Because then all you're going to do is worry about it all January. So if this has ever happened to you, even once, I think you know what I'm talking about. I definitely made spending mistakes when the kids were little. I definitely fell into that trap somewhat of buying a bit too much for the kids at Christmas. But it wasn't anything drastic, but I think that I did. And
I shall never forget the lessons that they teach.
so I suppose the most obvious thing is to set a budget. You only have so much money that you spend. I did have one sort of bonus in that I had very generous in-laws, and they would be counted on to give things to our children. But even if that was not the case, my husband and I were only going to stay within that budget.
What does that mean?
It means you put on the suit, you're the big guy.
In our family, we keep things quite modest, but we take real joy. Each individual watches each individual open up their gifts. So we all share in the surprise and the event. And isn't that really what Christmas is all about, rather than just seeing how many gifts you can open on Christmas Day? I think the other things too is, need that coffee. I think the other thing too is that it's good to emphasize the other things about Christmas.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
I did a little survey in my family, and my one daughter said that food is the most important thing on Christmas, and my second daughter said it was the time to spend with family. And I think that obviously gift giving does form part of it. This is your time to maybe share something. I don't give many gifts, so what I do is I spend time on the wrapping or the tags with the names on it, or coming up with a creative way of packaging. Just something a little bit different. Focus on the food. Do the handmade hors d'oeuvres rather than just buying them at the grocery store. So instead of spending time shopping and shopping and shopping.
Passion fruit spray?
Fruit spray? Sure.
Spend that time doing something else and tell the kids and your family, this is what we're going to be focusing on this year. We're going to be focusing more on each other and spend more time together. Food figures extremely heavily in Christmas celebrations. It is very easy even for that food budget to get out of control because you want to have everything perfect. A few years ago in the UK, we had the influx of less expensive stores, Aldi's and Lidl's, and we started going there, and I have saved hundreds of pounds per month shopping there compared to what I used to buy. And I remember a few years ago I said, right, I'm going to buy everything at Aldi's or Lidl's, everything. And do you know that was the best food that we ever had? And I think that once you get over the hurdle of thinking maybe a more posh grocery store gives better food, then you realize actually, no, that's not the case. So it's a big money saver. Again, if you want to save a bit of money, go and do it that way. It certainly made a huge difference in our budget. Christmas decorations are also a way you could maybe save some money. Try to, if you are going to buy Christmas decorations, try to either wait just before Christmas or just after Christmas, because they all go half price. I'm going to be doing a series of videos of how to make some really, really simple and effective little crafts for things that come out of the pound store.
Making Christmas.
Speaking of craft supplies as well, I was recently shopping for some because I say I'm going to do this video on making some homemade Christmas decorations, and it was really crafty of the marketers. When I went into the stores, I could see where normally things were £1, but if they just made them red and green, they pulled the red and green ones, stuck on Christmas on the label, and all of a sudden now they're £2, £2.49. Whereas all year round they're not, they're £1 or they're 89 pence. So again, be smart about it. If you think you're going to be doing Christmas crafts, then look throughout the year. If there's things that you like in red or green, that's when they cost a little bit less rather than the run up to Christmas. Be smart.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Travel